Hello and welcome, I am Raziel and today I'm going to talk about the brand new Combat Patrol box for Adeptus Custodes. I like this box. I do. I think this is a good Combat Patrol box. The thing is, I have a very defined way of judging a Combat Patrol box. And it's something that doesn't change. There's nothing that can really change how I define it by Games Workshop or anyone else. Because it's really difficult. First things first, I do not judge it on how it works on the tabletop, or points, or anything like that. All that can change by Games Workshop in an instant. I do not judge it on price, as they're all £95, and they tend to be around about the same value inside as well. So they're pretty much of a muchness. What I do is how diverse the models in the box are, and usually if there's a centerpiece or not. Now, I will let some model armies go if they, if the centerpiecing that they have doesn't make sense to go in a Combat Patrol box. It's things like the Adeptus Custodes ones, for example. They do have a big model for a centerpiece, and that, of course, is the Land Raider. And I do not think about putting a Land Raider in a Combat Patrol box. Not because of price or the value of the Land Raider, but basically how unfair it would be on the battlefield. A Contemptor Dreadnought would be great as well. That would have been definitely a good inclusion. But I'll be honest with you, this isn't too bad. Yes, so what makes it good? You have your Blade Champion. Unlike the previous box, you actually have a dedicated HQ choice. One of the things that I believe let down the previous box was no dedicated HQ unit. Yes, you could break the Custodian squad into a 3-man squad, a Vexillus Predator and a Shield Captain, but having to be able to use all 5 I should say, in a unit without having to do that makes this box far superior. What makes this box a little bit less superior is that you've got 2 elites and a troop choice. Your 2 elites, okay, I call them elites because it's a good way of pigeonholing, categorizing each type of unit, so I know what to add to my army. Okay, I like a nice diverse army, especially if I'm starting a new army. And so you have your Wardens and your Alorus, so there's your 2 elites, and you have your Custodian Guard, that's your troop. See, in the previous box you had Dawnstar Jet Bikes, these are your fast attack. You had your Custodian Guards and a Vexillus Predator, so you had a troop and an elite there. Now you could have more elites. I think you can make one of the Sisters of Battle a fast attack, I'm not sure, but given they all have the same movement, I believe, they'll just call them more elites, except the Prosecutors with the it is the Prosecutors with the Balkans, I believe. I can't find my codex at the moment. So yeah, you had 2 elites, maybe 3 elites, or 2 elites and 2 troop. Again, I'm not going to really argue about not being a heavy support in there because of that reason. I've already stated it. But it was a better box. You had a better range. This one actually does it a bit better because you've got 3 different units without repeating a model. With the Sisters of Battle, you had 4 different units, but okay, I'm not including HQ in units here or characters. That's supplementary. But you will have 10 Sisters of Silence, which are 10 Sisters of Silence. I mean, not bad models, don't get me wrong, but you have 3 different units here, which are all different. They are not really repeated. I haven't got different types of Custodian Guard here, or different types of Alorus here, or different types of Wardens here. I have Wardens, Alorus, Custodian Guard. They look different. They are fantastic for that reason. Then you've got the saving. The saving on this box is £40 as of to this date, which isn't bad. You are basically getting a free unit. You're getting a free unit here. £5 off your Blade Champion. That's fantastic. Alorus are the cheapest in the box, £35, and the Blade Champion is £25. So you're getting your Blade Champion for £5 off, and you're not paying for your Alorus Terminators, which is great. Okay. Points rise. Now I've gone baseline as best as I can here, and it is, you have your Alorus Custodians here at 195 points. You have your Blade Champion at 100, your Custodian Guard at 225, 3 Custodian Wardens at 150. Let's say 2 Shield Captains out of the last of the Wardens at 120 each. And your Blade Champion, which I've already done my Blade Champion anyway. And that altogether I worked out to be at about 910 points, which is pretty damn good. Now, the other thing is Custodian Guards can also be used, Adeptus Custodes can also be used in Horus Heresy. However, Alus Terminators aren't in the Horus Heresy. I don't know why. Again, it's one of these units which were in the Horus Heresy. Their armor did exist back then, but I think this is the whole Games Workshop not wanting you to do different units, same armies, different games. I don't think they're a big fan of that, and they kind of sort of put themselves in an issue with the demons where they cannot do it any other way. So that's just my thought. And going through the box, I'm going to do 2 things because of the Alus. First is without the Alus. You have the Shield Captain being converted out of the Blade Champion at 200. Again, baseline points. Okay, not too high. Baseline points, no extra war gear. Okay. Blade Champion into a baseline Shield Captain at 200 points. The Hatorian Guard, 225 points for 3. Then an extra 140 for 2 extra, 150 points for Custodian Guard, plus an extra 90 for the 2 extra models. That leaves at 795 points. Fantastic! Great start to your army. You can sell your Alus to recoup some more losses. So it's not too bad. However, if you can convert them into Aquilon with some Power Fist for your Solarite Power Gloves, you do include. That is an extra 290 points for your baseline, then another 180 for the 2 extra. Hold on. I'm stupid. I just realised something. I don't need the extra 2. What did I do that for? 795 plus 290. That's how it should go. Sorry about this, guys. I was stupid. 795, 290, 5, 8, 1, 9. 1,085 points. Very, very good. You could build a 2,000 point army very cheaply if you have the spare power gloves. Power fists. What am I saying power gloves for? Oh, I know why. Yep, that's because I'm stupid. That's why. And yeah. Fantastic. It's a decently saving box. It can be used for 2 different games, increasing the value anyway. 910 point value for the box, bringing it at 10.4 points per pound, making it such a good value box. It is fantastic, phenomenally good value. I can't really complain about this box. And look at that! I can actually review a box without actually having it in my hands. There you go. That's how it's done. Stupid. But I do want to continue because now let's talk about the codex. Now the reason I want to bring up the codex, okay, this thingamajiggery here, okay, yeah, it looks good, but here's my problem, okay. When we go to the Warhammer website, 13 units on this website will not be in the book. And here we go, Warhammer 40,000, Armies of the Imperium, Adeptus Custodes. So this is actually looking at under 40k, not Horus Heresy. Okay, I could be wrong. They might include some of these units. I hope they do, because, people actually want the rules in one place, and seeing as GW don't want to give us free PDF rules, and yeah, I looked at the data sheets, they're not there either. So, yeah, things like the gunship won't be in it. I don't think will be in it. The Adeptus Dreadnought won't be in it. I don't think will be in it. Let's continue with that. Not including the Shield Captain. It's a Shield Captain, okay? And I'm just doing units here, and so guns and everything else I'm not counting. You've got those 3. They're Orion Assault Ship, Aquilon, Terminators, and of course the Telemon Heavy Dreadnought. They won't be in it. The Calidus Grav Tank Annihilator. Look at it, all veterinary squad, Venatari squad, and your with the Infernus weapons, no. Jet bike and Aquilus dreadnoughts, and of course the other tanks, Coronus, Pallas, and the other Calidus. These won't be in, as that's 13 units, won't be in the codex, leaving pretty much only the 18 left. This would bring up the full datasheet count up to 31. Now I understand that could be a bit too much for balancing reasons, but if that's the reason, why are these in the 40k section? These should be in the Horus Heresy section, because if you go to the Horus Heresy section, because I did do this to double check, but I'm showing you guys because I like to be nice and honest to make sure you see everything. Forces of the Emperor, Adeptus Custodes, and we go down, 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 down. You'll see the Anarus Terminators do not make an appearance. So there's really no reason for them not to put it on there. I mean, hopefully you can use things like this Sagittarian here, guns, you know, to add a little bit of difference. Have them in the codex. That would be really cool as an option for your custodian guards. I think that would be fantastic. Or, you know, and the Venatari. But they need another fast attack, to be honest with you. I mean, it would be great to see some of these Forge World, ex-Forge World, you know, expert kits actually make it into the codices. I think that'd be fantastic, and would get people to buy these extra kits. You know, I think it would be great. Anyway, that's today's video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you all in the next one. Link to Alien Games down below, as always, with up to 20% off and free delivery after £20. There is for Forbidden Planet, for comics, DVDs, manga, plushies, toys, all that cool stuff. My comics as well, and there is my merchandise and Skyforge. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.